Good afternoon, Lebanon area seniors. It's Lebanon Senior Center here. Once again, bringing you another cooking demo. Haha. This one, of course, is continuing in our series of trying to do recipes that don't require any heat or not much heat at all in order to prepare a meal, a dish. Last week, a dessert. It's been hot. Today's a fun little Oregon day. Had a little drizzle on my window this morning, but I hear we're in for some a lot warmer weather this week. So hopefully you'll be able to make use of this recipe, if not today, later on this summer. If you're wondering what the heck, Rebecca, tropical shirt, well, had to mix it up a little bit. In all reality, it's for our drive-through ice cream social, has a tropical theme today. So add a little fun to that. We are staying in the Pacific Rim, though, for our recipe today. We are doing easy Asian style chicken slaw. So it's really kind of like a salad, but instead of using regular lettuce, we are using cabbage. And if you want to be a super cheater like me, you're not cutting up that cabbage yourself. You grabbed a bag of that coleslaw mix. I already popped open that bag and fluffed it up and threw it in my big bowl. I do recommend a big bowl for this because you're going to be tossing all your ingredients together. I like the coleslaw mix one because it's super easy and quick for me to use when I get home from work. It's also a lot of fun because for one price you get a mixture of your regular green cabbage, some purple cabbage, and the carrots already ready to go. Certainly if you are a cabbage fan or have some growing in your garden, you can use what you have to dice up. You want to get about, I would say about 3 cups of green cabbage and, a cup of shredded carrot. And, if you've got some purple cabbage, you can throw that in there for some color. Makes, about 3 to 4 cups of cabbage in this bag of coleslaw mix. So that's where we're starting off. And then of all the wacky ingredients, if you've ever made a Chinese chicken salad before, or in this case, slaw, you're going to recognize they use a crunchy noodle. Well, pretty much that crunchy noodle is a packet of ramen noodles. They just didn't cook them first. I know, kind of weird, but we eat croutons, which is crunchy bread, right? So, to crunch it up, I take the seasoning bag, and I take the seasoning bag right out of the mix. And I'm going to take a second. I'm not going to talk over it because it's probably hard to hear me over the crunching noodles. But I am just going to sit here and crunch up these ramen noodles. They're pretty easy to crunch if you are lacking the hand strength. You can always get a heavy-duty jar bowl and put it underneath your ramen underneath and push down and crunch it up that way. Or you can, roll it with a rolling pin. You might want to put it in another bag first before that, just so it doesn't completely disintegrate. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just taking a peek in to make sure I don't have any super big chunks. And in go all the little ramen pieces. Dun, dun, dun. If you do have a couple of bigger ones, you can certainly just break those apart with your fingers, just so someone doesn't get like a big brick of dry noodles in their mouth. All right, so this is what that looks like, just fine bits of ramen noodles. So to our bowl, I have adapted, the recipe a little bit. Wanted to add a little more color, a little more vegetation to this recipe. The original recipe does call for some diced up green onion, which we're tossing that in our bowl as well. And then this is where I did some add-ins. We've had some lovely gardens this summer. I'm throwing in some sugar snap peas or whatever kind of peas you might like. Makes for, just a little added nutrition, fun crunchy bites. I'm also adding in orange bell pepper that I just chopped up. Or I'm letting it escape out of the area. There we go. Again, adding some extra nutrition and color. So that's all lovely and good. And oh yeah, that extra ramen sodium bomb. You don't need that. You can throw it away or save it for something else. So the other thing we're going to add in there is some rotisserie chicken or leftover chicken. You want to be careful what it's flavored with, since this is kind of an Asian salad dish. You don't want to necessarily, barbecue chicken might not have the right flavor components, but if you grilled some plain chicken or have some chicken left over for something that is mild flavored, you can certainly use that. I'm using some rotisserie chicken from from last night from the grocery store. So, all right, and I just pulled it off the bone and shredded it up a little bit, got it in chunks. There we go. Get all the kitties in the pool, so to speak. And I'm just going to toss it lightly here a little bit, get the chicken worked in throughout. Oop, I missed a chunk that's a little bit bigger than everybody else, but that's okay. All right, I'm not going to worry about over tossing it because we've got one more thing to add in here, and then you've got some optional things. So to dress your slaw, we're going to use an Asian toasted sesame salad dressing. And if you haven't tried it, you can certainly give it a try. Find a small bottle, or if you have some more gumption in your day, you can certainly try to make your own. There's lots of recipes for an Asian dressing or a toasted sesame dressing online. You could even do kind of like a basic olive oil vinaigrette, add in some toasted sesame seeds if you have those at home in the cupboard, or if you have some toasted sesame seed oil. I know I have that in my pantry at home for some of the Asian dishes I cook. You could use that, a little olive oil, a little rice wine vinegar, and kind of make your own dressing. So you have some options there. I'm going with the instant and easy because not everybody has those Asian ingredients in their cupboard. So the under $2 bottle of salad dressing can be a great find as well. And I realized I forgot to take the cap off, so bear with me while I endeavor to get open this very challenging bottle. Who knew that it was going to be such a pain to get the salad dressing in? I guess while I try to get open the bottle, this is the comic relief for the day. I had to make everybody feel better about getting those jars and bottles open. But you'll also see that I have salt and pepper sitting in front of me. And that is just to add in if you wish to add in. I would probably add in the pepper. I wouldn't add in the salt myself. Try to keep the sodium down. Certainly salad dressings tend to have a lot of salt content in them. So if you're watching your sodium, you probably don't want to add the salt. But there are people who, are saltaholics and really want that added extra salt too. It is something you can also have on the side to let, if anyone's sharing the salad with you, let your guests make that decision for themselves. All right, so I'm putting in, I'm going to start with maybe a cup, half a cup of the salad dressing, and I'm just tossing to coat, mixing it in here. Again, you want there to be kind of a nice saturation of the salad dressing because you want the cabbage to break down a little bit, the vinegars and such, just like you would for a coleslaw with a regular coleslaw dressing. You want to make sure that it coats everything really well. Looks like I'm shy just a little bit, me and my measuring. Gotta measure really carefully. There you go. Looking pretty coated. And it smells really good. So that is our Chinese easy Asian style chicken slaw. You can serve this up as salad for yourself for lunch or dinner. Certainly with the chicken in there, it's easy to make it a main dish. You can certainly do it as a side dish as well. If you're a vegetarian, you could leave the chicken out. But that's what we're serving up today here at the Senior Center to some very hungry bus drivers and maintenance staff that are helping us out with some projects. Of course, if you're driving by from 12 to 1 o'clock, you can certainly come for our drive-through ice cream social. Won't have chicken slaw for you, but we will give you some ice cream to take away. We miss you guys. Take care. Be well. And let us know what you think of the recipes down below in the comments. The recipe will be in the description. And if you have some other fun ideas you'd like to see us try, certainly feel free to comment below as well. You guys be well, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.